to be heard again.
Yeah.
We are live.
Oh!
Hey, what's
Nice.
going on, everybody?
Oh.
Welcome to episode 41 of our main campaign.
Just incoherent screaming.
Yeah.
Should be our tagline.
We tend to start with something like that, like 9 times out of 10, so it's nothing new. Welcome to the stream. If you're new around here, we are the Sleepless Nights. We are a D&D Twitch stream and podcast. We stream on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. I know my days of the week still, believe it or not.
So proud of you.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing. At 8:30 p.m. EST, so if you want to catch us live, come check us out then. We still have our giveaway going on when we reach 150 followers.
The next follower wins it all.
Next follower wins it. Yeah, we're putting that out
Somebody
there.
follows right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Next follower gets double the odds. I'll put you in twice into the pool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, when we reach
10
150 followers, we're going to give away of a D&D book. There's more details about that if you send !giveaway in the chat on Twitch. So come check that out. If you like what we do here, throw us a follow. We appreciate it, and you might win a D&D book. So it's a win-win. Other than that, I think I'm ready to start playing some D&D. I don't know about you guys.
Ah! Yeah,
Let's do it.
we're ready. Sort of. Notepad open.
I see
Word
you just
open.
tested our giveaway. You didn't trust me?
Well, I mean, that's what a moderator does whenever they're talking about it. That's
Mhm.
what they spam the,
Sure.
Have you ever sat in a Twitch stream before?
What's Twitch?
What's Twitch?
Huh?
This guy here, man. Okay.
That's what
I
they
have
called
like
me in high
5 different
school.
programs. Yeah, well. Doesn't surprise me. Okay. We continued our adventure somewhere. As you guys were escaping the hordes that were in the living quarter of Erebar, the city of Erebar. You'd just recently been saved by a group of individuals who seem to be using magic to save you, which all of you know has been barred in the city itself. A young boy, a woman in a cloak, and a man in pure silver armor pulled you over this rudimentary barricade and threw up a magical shield which blocked the hordes from following you over the hordes of zombies from following you over the barricade. The first point of action was to save Calder, since he had been consumed by the horde. Agval's quick thinking and quick healing brought him back to life. The man in the silver armor, later introduced to you as Upa, rushed to aid his counterpart, who was Xena, at the top of the barricade to see if he could aid her in her escape. As you could see that her magical shield that she had cast and stopped the horde is beginning to break. She forcefully threw Upa aside and told him to get the rest of them out of there and take you to hiding. There was nothing they could do to save her. With reluctancy, he agreed, and you all followed the young boy, who eventually you learned his initial, at least, is Z. Z? V? V? Z? V?
V.
V? Yes, V. V. There's Xena, Lena, and V, and I'm all confused.
I bet his name's
And
Mina.
Upa. Ooh.
Ooh.
You followed V back to what looked like an abandoned inn in the center of a courtyard, which housed a familiar statue to Isaiah, in which he remembered from his past, a statue of a dragon with a broken head and a symbol that bears resemblance to the one on Calder's pommel. But as you passed that statue, you entered into this deserted inn in which V took out a piece of chalk and drew something on the ground, which revealed a trapdoor, eventually leading you into what looked like a refuge in the sewers of Erebar. This kind of hub where these refugees have been housed or hidden from the dangers above. Eventually, Upa rejoined the group. Some conversation and threats were made before another woman of muscular build, taller than Agval, and almost like a savage appearance to her, stopped Upa's charge at your group while you were in the sewers. you guys assuming that maybe he was a little angry and upset that his friend was left behind, mainly to save your group. But quickly, this woman put a stop to it, later known as Lena, and demanded Upa to come talk to her, and left you to your own before you were eventually summoned into a small, what looked like war room, if you would consider it, in the center of the sewers here at Air Bar. Any room a war room, but it was pretty much a table and chairs with a bunch of maps of the city strewn across it, and they pretty much began to question you, with two other individuals joining the room as well. One known as Sneer, and the other is Durka. Durka, a large, muscular man, not really wearing any clothing or armor other than just some cloth pants, and carrying a sledge made of pure stone and wood. And the other one looking rather distasteful, skin pale, and shriveled, and rather skinny, eyes kind of sunken in, a long black hair, kind of caressed his black leather armor. Very shady looking figure.
Creeper.
Sarah likes to call him a creeper. They began to question you, what a group of adventurers would be doing out past curfew, venturing this part of the city. What exactly you were doing here, and your intentions. You began to give them part of the truth, as much as you could, before they dismissed you about your intentions here, asking them what they knew about the spell plague, and them kind of giving you hints that they kind of knew maybe more, or just the same amount, or at least some, about what was going on here. As you mentioned some different things that you were here to accomplish, mainly to steal. You didn't mention this exactly, but mainly to steal the stone that houses Siric's soul.
I did, actually.
You did mention it to her there.
Yeah.
Sorry. You did mention that. But it was whenever you guys, she questioned you about exactly its whereabouts, is whenever she eventually dismissed you. And you were kind of questioning whether her intentions were good or bad, as whenever she was kind of fed up with the conversation, and tossed you out of the room. A conversation, or an argument, began between the group just outside the door about whether or not it was even worth staying here with these refugees. They didn't want to help you. You didn't want to help them, so why stay? Right before Eggval decided to pound on the door and divulge all of your party's information, exactly where, what you guys were doing, who sent you, everything but the kitchen sink, I would say, he gave them, when it came to the terms, or when it came to your guys' plans and what you guys were doing here. Sent by Cade Snow to retrieve this soul, try to put a stop to whatever was going on here, whatever this potential god of chaos, in his return. There wasn't much of an answer when Eggval initially spilled the beans from the room. Eggval left to go and find V, who was setting up your guys' camp, preparing stew for all of you, and Calder closely followed behind. V showing you some magical beans that he had been gifted by what he said was one of the most powerful wizards he had ever met, that seemed to make stew out of thin air, or just out of a bean. Whenever you put it in a pot, it turned into stew. Some of the best stew that you've ever had. One thing that I missed, I thought it was kind of important, was during the conversation in that room, the war room, Sneer was able to actually infiltrate Ren's connection to the others. As we all know, she has the ability to make a mental connection, to be able to speak within at least three of your minds at the same time. And as you did during that conversation, he seemed to also notice that you had made these connections. Kind of put a stop to it. Never had that happen before. And as you guys settled down for the camp and discussed what exactly you were going to do next, Sneer began to speak in your mind, and eventually you had a brief conversation in which he gifted you some red dust, in which he said that it would mask anybody, especially one named the Hound, from finding you. being a spell-scarred individual for a time. It was eventually decided that in the morning, you all were going to take a trip to an orphanage to see if any of Redric's past had survived the zombie outbreak in the city of Erebar.
Why are you smiling so much? You're
I'm
like,
just happy to be here.
it's like you were.
They're
just,
all
you
dead,
were just
bro.
describing, and you're like, and they're going to the orphanage. They think someone might be alive.
I thought
Pretty funny,
zombie
man.
outbreak is just a funny thing to have in a
Okay.
fantasy realm. It's just funny. I don't know.
If Hardcastle taught me anything, everyone you love is gone, bud.
Mm.
If they're not, they're trying to kill you.
Anyway, you gathered your things, and you began your trip down the sewers, led by Isaiah, who knew this sewer system the best out of all of you because he used to work down here within the shit. But before you were able to go any farther, there was a stone wall that blocked your exit, in which Lena, which was the woman that you had met and had that very heated discussion with the night before, gifted you one of these special pieces of chalk and told you to draw a specific symbol which looked like a backward 6 with a flame in the middle on the wall. And the wall would dissipate for you. But as soon as you passed the threshold, it would reform, and you would have to find another means of entry, because you could not come back this way. And if you ever did return, she would like to talk to you about the things you had discussed and maybe some others. It took you about 20 or so minutes, led by Isaiah, to get through this sewer. Loud as hell, stomping through the swamps of this sewer. Calder being the loudest of all, as he squints his eyes and shakes his head.
I rolled a 2.
He rolled a 2. Making your way through the sewers, you eventually came to a manhole, which Isaiah, using your very keen sense of direction, decided this is probably the closest that you would get to the orphanage that Redric and the group was seeking. You ascended a ladder and ended up in a large courtyard, a fenced-in courtyard, right next to the orphanage. And as all of you kind of stared at this eerily built structure, kind of stood out among the rest of the buildings, all of you heard something behind you, like a fire springing from the ground. And as you did, you turned quickly to see Velkin being held by the throat and a hand across her mouth by a thin silver blade, and a woman in this bluish-gray cloak, hood up. You can see the blonde peeking out the front of her hair. A silver cloth mask around her face, holding Velkin. The only thing that she was able to say was that she was sorry that before she got pulled into the portal and disappeared, losing one of your party members. We last left off our session with a distant howl of the undead after the portal disappeared. Standing next to you, well, the city itself being eerily quiet at this point, with only the sound of wind breaking the silence. And amidst the deserted streets and abandoned buildings, you see this orphanage. Not sure what just happened, even the visage of this building sends a shiver down the majority of your spines. You can see that it's overgrown, crumbling in some spots, giving it an almost eerie appearance. When you first caught that quick glance, you didn't notice Redric, the devastation of this place, but the windows are broken, some are boarded up, the front door hangs crooked on its hinges. All of you are kind of in shock about what exactly the hell just happened. And that is where we will continue our session tonight.
So I had, after she got taken, Calder had like gone over and kind of punched the ground. We heard the horde. So I'll kind of just take a few deep breaths, push myself up onto my feet, look at Red, and nod towards the door. Now or never. Let's go.
Yep, gotta move. And I'll take him through the front door.
Okay.
I'll just like kick it open.
You make your way up the crumbling steps and you kick the door open with a bang. The thing completely falling off its hinges.
Anybody home? Gannon, Avery. Start calling out their names.
I'm
You
gonna
all
start
walk
looking for
in.
signs of life.
Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna divine sense too as we go in.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay.
Wrong tab.
Reception for me is a 20.
I got a 25.
Okay. Inside, the orphanage is dark and musty. You see cobwebs covering every surface. The two of you hear the sounds of scratching, scurrying from almost every corner of the room. But you two do recognize something a little bit different. A dragging sound from the third floor. It seems distant. Like something's being dragged across the floor.
Someone's still alive up there. I'm gonna start.
I don't like the sound of it.
Divine sense catch
careful.
anything of it?
Patience. Yes. You definitely get the sense of undead in this building.
Where?
The third floor.
Like the direction of the dragging?
Yes, it's
Okay.
almost directly above you. You guys walk into this large, what looks like entryway. Set to the right is a large staircase that kind of just sets right up against the wall and runs to a balcony, which has, you can see, a large hallway that runs down, which you can't really see, but you can see two sets of doors on each side of the hallway, and it cut before it kind of disappears. You
Is
see
that
a large
the-
broken chandelier covered in cobwebs and dust above you.
Is that the only ping?
One ping.
Just that. Okay. I'll as Redric is starting to move for the stairs, I'll grab him by the shoulder and I'll point up towards the noise. Undead. Careful.
Right, and start moving. I'm going up.
As you take your first step, suddenly, you hear a soft sobbing.
Oh, damn it.
Only you, Redric.
Oh, even better.
Please, help me. You hear within your head. Redric stops for the rest of you. The voice sounds familiar.
I know exactly. I'm running right to Avery's room.
Okay.
I'm hot on his heels.
Same.
It's at that point
And-
all of you follow Redric bolting straight up the stairs.
If I can respond, I'll say, don't worry, I'm coming.
I'm going. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. I don't want to have to stay way too far. I want to be able to. I want to keep an eye outside the door. I want to keep watch outside. Just for like any kind of movement.
Okay, so you're staying downstairs near the
I'm
front.
choosing to
Stay
stay.
da-
Yeah, I'm
I'll
choosing to
stay
stay
downstairs, too.
downstairs. I guess, and I'll kind of like, sort of like hide to at least stay out of sight from outside. Just try to keep watch if possible.
Okay. Anybody else staying or doing anything in specific?
He's leading us to Avery's room. What floor do we go to?
Hold on. Before we have any of this question, I just want to make sure no one else is deciding to stay downstairs. Isaiah, are you going with the rest of the party? And I am
Staying
included.
downstairs with, yeah.
The only question I have is, the stairs look like they could hold Luke?
Yes, they are wooden. They seem like thick and sturdy. Absolutely.
There.
There was a bunch of cobwebs and stuff. So,
Yep.
Then yeah, we'll follow up with this.
No, it's not like this place has been long abandoned and rotting. It seems to just been not lived in for a long time. Okay. So all of you begin to head upstairs. Redric following close behind. Ren, Isaiah, and Nuke. The upstairs, the stairs kind of lead you up to this hallway, and Redric makes a quick right, which leads to a second set of stairs. It's still considered the second floor. It's a small little landing that kind of goes up a few stairs. Redric, you remember her room specifically, and how it was constructed. As soon as you get up to the top of the stairs, the rest of you see what seems to be a large open hallway that kind of goes out in front. You can see three doors on your right as soon as you emerge from the staircase. All of them closed, and all of them bear chains across the door. 2 large chains, and a lock in the center. It seems like whoever left this place left it pretty locked up. There's also a door to your left, and a door farther down the hallway. As soon as Redric emerges from the stairs, he makes a quick left and then another tight left until you see him standing outside of a door. The chains kind of.
Is there a
moving.
lock?
It is
Moving?
large. It is a large lock. Yeah, they seem to be swaying a little bit, just with your movement, just with your guys' presence being near the door. Redric kind of stop and you're looking at it.
Okay.
I'll
Push my way to the front.
I'm just gonna put a hand on the door and just be like, Avery, I'm here. If you're in there, you gotta let me know. We're gonna get you out of there.
I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead.
This would
Yeah,
have
you're-
been within my range, right? This room.
This is the second floor. There is a ceiling above you. You can see a smaller chandelier that holds a bunch of candles that are unlit just above you. It is also kind of. Give me a perception check.
Drafty in here.
That is only an 11. I
Calder,
can
give me a perception check.
Oh.
try using a side eye if that doesn't work.
Okay, an 11.
Yeah.
3.
It is not enough to get it, so you
Right.
have to use a side eye.
16.
Begin to work. You can feel it. Feel the tumblers, each one kind of. The lock is now hanging.
All right, when
Okay.
we open the door, you gotta be real quiet. She has sensitive ears. I just stop at what I'm saying and just open the door.
I slowly draw my sword and just have it out at my side.
You open the door. Isaiah, give me a perception check. Whenever you do, Redric and Calder, you both enter the door or the room. The room itself has a beautifully made bed. It seems like this room is completely different than the rest the rest of this building. It seems clean and tidy. The bed made, the pillows fluffed. You see no signs of anybody, but the rooms are full of this gray and white padding the entire way around the room. This is also one of the rooms that has sealed windows, boarded up from the inside. The ceiling also has the same padding, and it's completely dark in here.
Just in like basically a whisper, he's just like, Avery, we're here. Just if you're hiding in here, just come on out.
Give me a perception check.
Me?
Isaiah, what did you roll? Yeah.
I got a 10.
Well, the 10. As the rest of the party rushes into the room, Ren kind of standing next to the door. Next to the chandelier, you begin to see dust falling.
I'm gonna.
Something had been dropped on the. No sound or anything, but something had been dropped from the floor above you. Pretty apparent.
He's just gonna light up the Fiend's Calamity and essentially stand guard on the hall outside of the room.
What was your perception?
Uh, I got a 10.
Yes, Calder? Something?
Would I have noticed him light up the hammer?
Oh, yeah. Even that brief little glow.
I'll turn around and tap him on the shoulder. Medic.
I mean, it's always magic. Same as my goggles and my cloak and my shield.
I don't know about the activation. Just a thought. And I'll turn back around.
With the 10, it's too hard to see anything in here. From the doorway, at least.
You light.
Pull out a torch. Hand it to Red.
I'll take it and real slowly go inside.
You begin to walk inside with the torch. Huddled in the corner, next to a large chest, her eyes wide with fear, you see a familiar face. Girl with long, stock white hair, these incredibly large ears that kind of fold in and on themselves. These eyes, almost just as wide and odd looking as the ears, blackened. As soon as you pull the torch to her face, she goes,
I'll just nod. I'll signal for like earmuff.
she just looks up.
I'll look
I need
up.
everybody to roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Putting us downstairs.
Everybody.
Okay.
Oh, which die? Which die?
That's good. That's good. That's good. Where's my stealth? Good.
Which die will fuck me today? Oh, it turns out the mushroom die is the one. Okay. Bad choice.
Isaiah and Duke.
I got a 15. He got a 19.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay.
25.
Okay. Red
10.
Duke. Okay. Calder.
Sarah, you first.
I got a 13.
Ooh.
Wow.
Calder
Yeah.
goes to return his pack to his back after handing Redric a torch, and you just hear a as one of the torches drops on the ground. Natural one.
Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Rolls out and hits one of your feet, Isaiah. And as soon as you look down to it, a massive hand breaks through the ceiling right above the chandelier. This thing long and clawed. And it rips back up. All of you startled by the massive noise.
Oh.
I assume we're going to initiative.
We are going to go to initiative here in a moment.
Slinger with no bullets I can use.
You've got 9.
I've not. But yeah, noise. It'd make more noise.
I mean, at
Noise
this point,
or
right,
magic,
this is-
or noise or magic.
The horde already knows, right? They're coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we're good to go, but we're gonna have to fucking run like the moment we're done.
Magic it is.
Yeah.
Isaiah, this hand comes smashing through the ceiling, and you watch it rip just this massive hole about 3 feet wide right above you. You all look, and after your fear, you see nothing but black. It's at that point you see it. 2 massive hands just tear this massive hole in the attic. And it lands. This creature standing 8 foot tall. Almost looking like a large ghoul, this bald head, 2 pointy ears sticking out the side of its head, these green bulging eyes, teeth that are rotted and spiked throughout its face. No nose, we can see these 2 slits kind of in the center of its face. Its chest, you can see, is an open cavity. The ribs in the rib cage kind of jutting out, holding what looks like a humanoid figure in its chest. These long arms covered in spikes, the hands, each housing these long, nasty, pus-looking claws. It looks at you. And just lets out this brief and utter groan. And lashes out. As the thing busts through the ground, Redric, in your room, the only thing the girl does is leave out a brief little cover her ears.
It's
cower.
in the room. It's in the room with me.
No, it is in the room outside of
Okay.
everyone else.
Gotcha. Good.
So I'm going to
Oh.
bring everybody to a battle map here.
Like in the
like
hall.
in the hall.
area. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
What's the relative size of the humanoid?
Oh, crap. Yeah, we're doing some
Pretty large.
running. Oh, fuck.
No. I meant of the figure in its cage. That is.
It would be a relative to one of your
Okay.
party members, maybe Redric.
So probably not child size. Excellent.
It's not a
Wait,
child.
you said there's something in a cage?
It is in its rib
Rib
cage. You see a
cage.
Oh!
humanoid
Cage.
figure,
Yeah.
dead and lifeless.
Okay, good.
Oh, we are far.
Mm-hmm.
The staircase is here.
Great. Okay.
Oh, that helps.
You guys are down here, so you would have to make the run, go up the
Mhm.
staircase, essentially. Okay. So
Arg.
Okay.
wrong thing. I need everybody to roll initiative if you haven't already. I need to do that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Same here.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I think that initial 18 is going to be my one good roll.
Okay.
Oh boy.
25 to 20.
22.
Eggball.
At 19.
Nice.
Just before this thing. 20 to 19.
Teen.
Dornan, you got a 19?
18.
18.
Initiative's an ability check, right?
Yes, it is.
I've been paying a lot of attention to Velkin, and I remember how quickly she moves, and I'm going to flash that to push it up to a 19.
Falcon's not here. Nope. Oh, you remember? Okay, you remember her? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't
I'm
immediately forget
explaining
her.
how I get to use my thing.
Who?
Hold on. Hold on. What? Who's getting pushed to a 19?
Me.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, nice.
I would love if
Okay.
Isaiah had like no object permanence though. Like Vulcan's gone, he just forgets all about it.
I need a 15 to 10.
10.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
Ren.
Wow, what a rogue.
Ren and Redric.
9.
3.
No!
I got
You're so
that
focused.
Makes sense.
He's
Oh, yeah, he's
overcome
so
with
focused,
emotion.
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Overcome with bad dice.
Not quite enough to go before it, but we got this.
Maybe.
Oh crap. Velkin had the haversack, didn't she?
Oh,
yeah. She did.
She did.
Which
All
I'm pretty
are-
sure means she had the true resurrection scroll, by the way.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Can we say
money
she dropped it?
Oh, wow. Look at that
Ooh.
big thing.
sick.
And you said that person in the ribcage is human sized? Like
Yes, it
medium
is.
creature?
But
Not
dead.
a child?
Dead.
Yeah, that was my first question. Was is it child size?
Okay, Eggball, you hear this tremendous. Something landed the floor above you. You don't hear a roar or anything like that, but something massive has just landed upstairs.
I'm just gonna like quickly look at like Dornan, and can we just like exchange looks real quick of like, should I?
Hello.
All right, I'm just gonna nod, reach outside, and just sort of scrape up some dirt and slap it on my legs. I'm gonna cast Long Strider and full movement and action to dash 80 feet as far as that gets me.
Okay, you can still measure it out because you're pretty much just going in a straight line towards the stairs.
Oh, okay, cool.
I believe
So-
I believe Longstrider takes an action to cast. No.
Oh, yes, it does. Okay, yeah. So then I'll just do movement 40 feet. You're right. Apologies, I forgot that casting takes an action. Okay, so that goes right there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that's my turn.
Okay. The Devourer's turn. So it
Love
looks
that
at all of
name.
you. And as it makes this noise, you see this purple-like energy begin to form that kind of spews from the mouth of this humanoid creature that's in his mouth, this female with long black hair. You can see this black smoke begin to form. And it pours out of her mouth and begins to swirl. And it fills the entire room. All of you can feel cold in your life begin to drain out of you. I need all of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Including me and Egg.
And no, the two downstairs.
Yay.
+4 on you, Red.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Fuck. I have to throw all my dice in the trash.
Oh,
Flag, have to burn them.
What is this? Any more? There's all the dice.
All the dice.
Like 3, 4.
he's shaking.
Yeah, that's all. Of them.
It's
He's shaking.
like a
all three
two-hand
dice.
action.
There's only 3 or 4 dice in the world, right?
Oh yeah.
Last time I checked.
We have all of them. Oh no.
Okay.
Calculator?
Isaiah Nuke.
I got a 14. Yeesh. Con save +2. No. +5. Got an 11.
Okay, those are both failures.
Oh,
Redric,
19.
success. Remember that. Calder,
11.
failure. Ren,
Well,
failure. Everyone upstairs that has failed, I guess except for Redric, takes 39 points
Oh my
of
god.
necrotic damage, except for you, Calder, because you're resistant to
Yeah.
necrotic.
Do I take half or none?
You take half of that. You take half of 39.
18? Is that right?
Yes.
19?
18. All of you begin to
Is
feel
Ren?
Ren, are you alive?
yeah.
your
Right
heart.
now.
You begin to feel extremely cold. Your heart slows. You can almost feel it in your chest with every pump. It hurts to catch that breath after that heart. Just painful, almost putting all of you under your knees. Eventually, the black mist dissipates. This thing lifelessly looking at the ground, almost moving the head of the creature inside of it within its chest to see all of you. It's going to end its turn right where he's at. Dornan.
Okay, thinking to himself, can't blame me for this one. And he'll pull out a dagger, knowing his pistol's not really a viable option. I'm going to move and dash to get as far as I can. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60, yeah, 60. That's I do.
Okay. Isaiah.
That changes things.
Yeah, bruh.
Yep.
39 damage will certainly change things.
Yep.
Maybe just a
I
little.
mean, we got to do what we do. Isaiah, and we'll call
Sure
Luke
do.
over. And we'll dump second level cure wounds into Ren.
Oh, thank you.
What does it look like when
I'm
you get those cure
alive,
wounds?
barely.
He's done it to Calder a few times, but
It's gross.
you say that, but it's he uses his hand and essentially sort of it gets a little touchy because he grabs the wound and closes it and sort of twists the skin a little, but then afterwards it looks like it's a smooth surface again. But if there was hair in the area, you would notice that the pattern is no longer all in the same direction. It follows the curve of how it got smushed.
Dude, gross.
Invasive.
6 and 3. It's only 9 HP,
Invasive.
Better than nothing.
but it's something. And then Ook is gonna follow that up and try and
If we ever get a head wound, we're gonna have like the worst hair
Oh.
ever after that.
Isaiah's just
Hey, I
creating
have-
cowlicks.
Yeah.
For someone who has a ton of cowlicks.
actually
Hair's
going to
great.
try and knock this thing down. Try and trip it,
Okay.
which I think would be contested athletics.
How are you trying to trip it?
He's gonna, because he's got almost 7-foot arms. He's gonna try and sweep one of the legs out from underneath and like pick it up like onto his shoulder, so that the entire thing has to fall over on
Okay.
its side. Ooh.
What'd you get?
But Isaiah's been training him for a little while. No, I'm not going to use that on this just in case. 15 total.
Rolled a 19. As you see Ook kind of latch onto this thing's knee, it buckles for a brief moment, but the thing that you see this thing's massive hand just reach onto Ook's head and just toss him to the side. Ook kind of skidding and slamming into the wall for a brief moment. Anything else?
He's just going to call out, Red, this one isn't one of yours, right?
Can I respond? Have I even seen this yet? I'm still in the room.
Calder.
I think.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Did he trip the thing?
No.
No. False. Okay. I'm gonna do what Calder do. I'm gonna step there. I'm gonna lift my sword and shield as I approach and bamf out the wings. So I'll need a charisma saving throw from Home Dog.
That is going to be a 15.
Damn you. That's the DC. That said, I'm gonna unleash. So I got flanking with Ook. Trash rolls. Alright, hold on. +8. 15?
That is going to miss. Even flanking with Ook, you see this thing's massive hide, the almost like bones protruding from its arm, just parry the sword. You can see it splinters and shatters some of the spikes on this thing's forearm.
Ugh. All right, one more. As I kind of like rebound off of it, I'll sort of like change stances for a second and go in to stab him in the gut. That one's gonna be a 25,
That'll hit.
and I'm gonna first level smite.
Okay.
So, that'd be 10 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
3 points of necrotic damage, and 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You come down with a fierce strike into this thing's side, the flames igniting up the side of its arm and kind of crests its face. It's at that point, whenever the flames begin to look at this thing, you see it reach up, kind of toss them aside, but whenever the flames actually reach the carcass that's inside of you, you hear it. A female voice begin to scream out. Anything else?
No.
Ren.
Okay. You said it's got super long arms. I
Does.
need to disengage. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Just like stumbling back. She's still pretty fucked
I'm
up.
sorry. Are we still? We're still live? For some reason, it shows that we're offline.
We
Am I
are
crazy?
offline.
Yeah, we're
We are
offline.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know. Twitch said it's streaming. I see us live.
I know.
We are now.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
I wonder how long we were down.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Well,
It was very brief.
Well,
I've
okay.
been kind of switching back and forth, so we might have missed
Okay.
somebody's turn.
Sorry,
All right,
Sorry, Twitch. We didn't realize you went down. We're back though. Go ahead.
We're back.
Disengage 5, 10, 15, 20. Stumbling, still looking real rough. I'm gonna get here, summon a dagger. And at the creepy creeperson. Oh, nice. So 25.
That hits.
hell yeah.
Sweet. Sneak
Hell yeah,
attack.
dude.
Decent. Okay. 10, 13, 15 plus 17, 21 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
And then these are the stairs here.
They are to your right to your left. Yep.
Yeah, okay. And stumbling around the corner. Gonna well, she's feeling real rough. I'm gonna lean against the wall and just kind of call out weakly, "Egg!" That's my turn.
Help!
Okay. The end of your turn is Redric.
I'm just like in a permanent state of wince from all these loud noises that are going on outside. And is Avery okay?
You just see her like withering in the corner. Every loud bang or noise.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You didn't get hit though, right? By the first thing?
The mist. Did it seem
What was
like
that?
she got hit by the mist?
No,
Did-
she did not.
Okay.
It didn't reach that far into the room.
Yeah, I know.
She's essentially in this
Man.
corner back here.
Shit.
Come on in, the water's fine.
I know, but I almost just want to like not.
Do you? Come on.
I think like at all the loud noises, he's probably gonna like close the door just like behind him, and then just like run over into the corner and just like I don't know, pick her up, I guess. If he
Oh.
can, if she's small. And
Okay.
just before he does, he'll kind of like gesture like point to the side of his head and then like the side of hers.
She just seems to be in distress. The large, like rabbit-like
Yeah.
ears that she are now folded over tightly around her. You can see that she has them pulled tightly around her chin and kind of holding them tight. And she's not even looking at you. She's just wincing.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna grab some pillows from the bed and maybe like try and put it on the sides of her head.
Okay.
Before I.
That'll be your action.
Yeah, I know. And I guess just like, I don't know. Just like tell her, like, put her hands on the pillows if I can to try and dampen it, and just be like, I'll be right back, I promise. Just like really quiet, like barely even a whisper, and then I'll start heading back towards the door.
Okay.
Oh, and bonus action, rage.
Okay.
Right before I open the door, he'll like stop, and you see just like the claws and the scales start to curve along his back and down his arms, and as he like gets into like a raging stance and gets ready to open the door.
And Redric, as you see
Papa
this
Redric.
creature, inside of its chest is a woman that you recognize.
Well, the door is closed.
Gasp.
Oh, okay.
But soon you'll see.
Yeah, I wanted to down for, but yeah.
Can't escape it forever.
You
I
will
can
recognize
try.
somebody within that chest.
I
No.
assumed.
I might have hurt her. My bad.
No.
Okay. So I did already measure this out. So from where I'm at to them making it upstairs to what is it? To right next to Ren is, I believe, 65 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that would have been my action. That would have been my movement and my action.
Okay.
Well, crap. That changes something. Oh, okay. I wanted to stop there and do something else, but I gotta use an action to get there.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna, I guess then, I'll instead just move around Ren and I'll stand in front of her. And I'll peek out and see the giant ugly baby. And I'll give in, Isaiah will feel a warmth in his pocket because he's the only one I can see. And that's my turn.
Okay. It's now the Devourer's turn.
That's a nasty baby.
It's a big nasty baby.
Green
That's
doll
a
eyes,
baby.
looking around at the two men that stand below him. And just 2 claw strikes. It's actually 3. 2 against you, Isaiah. The third one against Calder.
Brutal. I'm gonna do a sentinel attack when he hits Isaiah.
Calder's the one that hit him. Ook will impose disadvantage on the first one against me.
Oof. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Yeah.
23.
Damn it.
That doesn't miss.
Let me just get.
I don't think you have to worry about it.
Well, just tell me if
Oh, buddy.
13 points of slashing damage puts you down.
I had 6.
Oh God.
I'm gonna use Final Supper to
Yeah.
bring him back up. So roll a number if your hit dice equal to or less than your proficiency bonus.
Let me
This
just.
is
make
your
sure
one.
you're
This
not
is your one of the
even-
day.
Egg is the best healer.
Hold on. You,
Yeah.
you took 13 points of slashing. You do take
Yep.
some extra necrotic damage, just to make sure.
Well, I mean, if it's less than 45, I still go to 0, and then afterwards.
It's 18 points of necrotic on top of it, just to let you know.
My gosh.
This
Damn.
thing hits hard.
Guys.
No joke.
Oh,
Oof.
You what are we doing here?
Oh, so what is it? I used my reaction to give him Final Supper.
Got you.
And I get
Final
15.
supper. Does he have to be in visual range of you?
Well, what is it? I guess I said that I had peeked around to give him inspiration. So I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 for the sentinel strike.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. 9 points of slashing damage. If I can, I'd like to avoid center mass because the
Okay.
woman is there and screamed.
Okay. You stab into this thing. Another yelp.
From her?
Yes.
Oh God. They have like a symbiosis. Wow.
Symbiote.
Okay, how much
Science,
HP?
no!
How much HP are you at, Isaiah? You're back up,
15.
though. Okay. And the third claw attack is against you, Calder.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 20 to hit. No. 25 to hit.
Well, that'll certainly do.
Okay, so that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
Very good.
Doesn't sound very good. I'm
It's
gonna
not.
lie. Okay.
Ride your hawks.
Let's go to your place next.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
better.
about that.
22
Yeah.
points of necrotic damage.
Yo, this thing hits fucking hard.
You
Yeah,
feel
it
your
does.
soul pull out almost out of your chest. You can feel something almost tugging into this thing's claws as it reaches into your skin.
Okay. Have to 11.
Yes.
Ow.
That is going to end its turn.
Thank
If it's
God.
targeting the soul, then Dornan's safe.
Hey.
You're up, Dornan.
Speaking of, okay, just out of curiosity, this spot right here next to Egg Vault. Why am I not picking? This spot right here next to Egg Vault, is that a standable spot? Is that an open spot I can squeeze into?
Right here, yes.
Good, because I counted. I should be able to make it with my movement and action. I should be able to squeeze right here. And as I come up, I look over and I see this thing. I'm just like, okay. All right. And with that, I don't have any other moves I can. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
Action surge. Ooh, that's a thing I can do. All right, so action surge. And given this ugly ass thing, I'm just like, oh, wait, fuck it. I'm gonna kind of just shove the dagger back in, pull out the pistol, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the stupid thing.
Firebolt.
It's good. That is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I am aiming center mass. I don't care.
Well,
Okay. Okay, that is as sigils appear on the pistol and a gout of fire come out. 10 points of fire damage slams into its chest.
Okay. As the flame hits his chest, it actually hits what looks like it's almost its innards, and it impacts the body that the ribcage is holding. The flame kind of impacts and it briefly kind of winces and it fizzles out, and the head that's in the center just looks at you and cocks its head for a brief moment.
oh.
Do the same. I do the same thing, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That doesn't seem alive.
Neither of them have a soul, so they get along.
Isaiah, Calder, you're on deck.
Okay.
Well,
That's a.
stand
No,
back
wait, you're
up.
up. Yeah.
He's up.
Stand back up, grab my hammer, and go. I'm really sorry, whoever you used to be. Hopefully you can sleep after this. And I'll try and. I mean, this thing's got a huge head. I'm just gonna aim for that nice big mass. Like, Luke! That's It's been a while since we've had a 22.
That hits.
Nice.
For 8 damage. Second attack. Hit its head. And then almost softly bounce off and come back around, swinging for the other side. That's even better. 17 plus 7, 24.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. For 11 damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
And as he hits one side, comes around, hits the other, he spins a little bit faster and there's almost like after images as it looks like he's moving a little bit too quick. And I'm gonna cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself,
Awesome.
That's
which
fun.
does some fun things.
We
So,
love fun.
speed is increased by 10 feet.
I'm not having fun.
Ooh, I can move through the space of another creature. And I don't provoke opportunity attacks. So I am going to get the hell away from this thing
How long does
because
that thing last?
it lasts a minute.
Okay.
And it takes a bonus action, so Ook doesn't get to hit, but he'll stick around with Calder and lend some help that way.
Awesome. Anything else?
That's everything I can do.
Calder, Ren, you're on deck.
All right. This thing's a real dick.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna. It's hurting real bad, so it needs to die fast. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it with my bonus action, and then attack.
Don't sound so happy.
I'm stoked. God, these dice today. 17.
Hits.
Oh, thank fuck. All right. And I'm gonna almost second level smite is what I'm gonna do.
Woo.
Oh.
Good.
Fuck him up.
Get it out of your system.
This thing's fucking us up. It's gotta go.
You got the extra d8s on those, right?
Oh
Just
yes.
in case.
Oh yes.
Ones.
One was a one. You bastard.
Nerd.
That's okay. Mathing. 12 plus 5. 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
3 points of necrotic damage for necrotic
Okay.
shroud. And then 16 points of radiant damage.
Very awesome. Once again, you ignite the flame on the sword. The flame this time growing in length and kind of almost emitting its own sword-like visage whenever it kind of licks off the tip of your sword. And when you strike down across this thing's right shoulder and through its arm, you can see it leave this deep gash, just exposing this dark purple and red muscle. It kind of flops off and kind of hangs on his arm. And you just hear the yell again.
Gross. I'm gonna swing again, just going for that weak spot
Swing
that I have
away.
created. Oh, balls. Tastic. 15, that's miss, right?
That is a miss.
I've rolled, I think, one time above a 10 on my dice. I don't know what's going on.
Anything else?
No. I'll just kind of hold up the shield and ready myself for retaliation.
After that scream, Redric, you hear something in your head again. Redric! Lystara!
Am I able to respond? Okay.
Ren?
Okay. I'm gonna squeeze between her and egg. Get right there. First dagger at the creeper. That's a miss. Second dagger is also a miss, and I'm gonna scoot right on back, and you will notice Ren looks rough. She doesn't look as rough as Isaiah, and that is my turn.
As you throw the daggers, this thing quickly just puts up one of its massive hands, and the daggers just kind of hit and poof in the green smoke. Throws its hand down and looks around the room. Redric,
Oof.
at the beginning of your turn, you hear another voice inside your head. There he is. Oh, how I've missed my old friend. Come now, let it out. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it.
This shit again.
Damn it. Alright. Here we go.
Emotions are high.
Here we go. Please.
Sis, you got this.
I'm
You got
within
this.
20 feet of Calder, right? Or
Mhm.
10 feet or whatever it is.
You are, yeah.
Okay.
So
that's-
+4.
That's big. That's big. So that's gonna bring me up to a total of 15.
15. That's a
Not
success.
great.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You take a deep breath, and you hear him say, "Do not deny it. You know this is the only way that you can save them." You're up.
By killing Calder too.
Kill them all to save their souls. But he'll take that deep breath and like close his eyes for a second and then open them and like think back. Shit, who am I gonna be thinking to? Which one of them takes priority? Because Avery just sent me a message too. I guess I'll say back to Avery. Just completely ignore the voice. Lestar, what about her?
He's here kind of.
It should be a lot quieter in here now that the door is closed, but
Still, though.
we'll see. Yeah.
She's just frightened.
And I guess I'll say
Take
that
her,
without
Redric.
even.
Take her and leave the rest to die. You'll find safety in the sewers.
I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna press.
You have the
right to
ability
it.
to.
And then I'll like real quickly open the door and close it again behind me when I step out.
And when you step out, you notice the first thing you see this massive childlike creature made of pure rotten flesh and exposed bone, housing the exact voice that you heard, or the exact name that you had heard moments before. Lestara, the Dampier, hangs lifeless, with her black hair kind of falling across her face in this thing's chest cavity. Kind of staring, jaw cocked and open, down the hallway.
Even if this is my action, could I attempt to like make an insight check to see if there's anything there other
It would
than
be your
just
action.
like
Go
okay,
ahead.
I'm fine with
It
that.
would be, yeah, you can make an insight check, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like
Fine.
he probably like walks out and then just like as soon as he's done closing the door behind him, turns around and is just like stunned, like staring into the eyes for the rest of his turn. That's a 17 insight.
17.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. But the way her jaw lays slack and the hair kind of falls, and you don't see the rest of her body except for the top of her torso, you would assume she's probably dead. But you know she's different than most.
That's true. Shit. So it's unclear. Fuck. I needed a clearer answer.
What do you do?
I guess I'll walk out and be like stunned for a second and then just say like, wait, there might be a way to save her. And that's it. I don't know.
I glance
Yeah,
at
I
you,
don't
you see blood down my face.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't
Very
know.
good. Egg ball.
Okay. Best thing I can do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't reach you, Isaiah. Just a movement. I apologize. Bonus. You didn't use your inspiration yet, Isaiah? Or did you?
Correct. I did
You
not.
did not.
Does
You
he
did not,
go, if
okay.
he goes unconscious, does he lose it or does he still have it?
Nope.
It
It just
I
it
think
lasts
you
for
still
10
have
minutes
it.
unless you use it.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Gotcha.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
I'm way out of the way. It should be fine.
do you need to do,
I know
Eggball?
that- Yeah, okay. Alright, so,
Quicker.
action, I'm going to, cast Cure Wounds 2nd level on Calder,
Cool.
and then the, signature dish is going to go to Isaiah. So I'll give Isaiah first. You heal 4, Isaiah.
Beautiful.
3 plus 2, that's 5. Plus 4, that's 9. So you heal for 9, Calder. What is it? Bonus action, Redric, you feel the warmth in your pocket. What's the plan? What are we doing, guys? Just kind of like looking around, seeing you guys are all fucked up. Isaiah almost went down. This is big ass fucking baby. That'll be my turn.
Oh, come on. Oh, boy.
That's not good.
Oh no, I think I know exactly what that laugh means.
Here we
I have
go.
a
It
feeling.
got it.
Hey.
It got its thing back.
Yep, that's
fucked.
my thought
Slowly
process.
look.
God.
too.
Looks to you, Redric. The lifeless eyes of your old friend. Why? And outside of its mouth begins to pour the black, liquidous ooze and smoke.
Inside of
Begins to
her mouth.
whirl. Yep, that's what happened the first time.
Oh.
Begins to swirl and spreads quickly across the room. I do have to do some measurement.
Great. Fuck me
It's
up.
definitely
man.
gonna hit everybody in here. It won't miss the rest of you.
+4 for you two boys.
So I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, what is my savings for con? Bad?
God,
Fuck me, man.
this is gonna be bad.
Lucky on that, just in case.
I've never rolled so bad
I think
in
you
my
said
life.
it missed you.
Oh,
Oh, it,
I think it
does
missed-
miss me?
It missed us, I think.
It did.
Right, Evan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
Distance is our friend.
Yep.
Right,
Oh,
man,
my-
I tried.
my rage ended because I didn't get hit or hit anyone last turn.
Emotionally hit.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Emotional.
Does emotional damage count?
Isaiah and Ook.
I'm gonna try and remember the fight with the nightmare and keep us close and get Isaiah gets a 19. Ook only a 14.
Success for you, failure for Ook. Redric.
It's gonna be a failure. I have a Calder's a +4, right?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Failure. Ook. Or I mean Egval, sorry.
It's 18.
Just succeeded. Calder.
Up DC 7.
Failure.
Ugh.
You're still gonna take half of this, but Redric, you will take 34 points of necrotic damage.
Sheesh.
And
Stop
the
rolling
rest
so
of you
low.
take and Ook, I guess, and the rest of you take 17.
All right.
I
contract.
rolled a
4.
13 on my concentration check.
A what?
13 on my concentration check.
It was 34 damage, so you took 17.
Well, I took
right?
half that.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay.
I lose kinetic jump, but that's fine.
I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance to try to bring that down.
Wise.
Ah, that sucks. I rolled a 1, so that's what is it? I guess that's yeah. -3. So what I'm sorry, you said it was 17 for half?
Yes.
I'm terrible. Okay.
And I think it's just gonna stay right where it's at, end its turn. Dornan.
Okay, seeing the that black fog just kind of fall right out of their view, he kind of looks at Ren, and it's like shakes his head. Is this a space? Is this like a doorway right here?
That is a
room?
door, but it is locked with a chain.
Okay, so I'll at least just move. No, I'll just stay right here. We'll just stay right here. It's fine. Thing is not being great, so I am actually going to. I want to fire bullets at it, and I think the only bullets I have are walloping ammo.
Hey.
Yes.
Wallop. Like
It's
Redric.
time. In our hour of need.
Wallop.
I am going to burn a lucky on that.
Yeah, you better.
No, that's still bad. 16 hits.
Just hits.
Wow.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I have to put a grit into that. Okay. All right, that's 8 points of piercing damage for one shot.
Okay.
Next shot, I am burning a grit into that. That is an 18 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
All right, and that is ooh, 5 points of piercing damage.
What was it?
5. With a
See,
grit. Ugh.
See the bullets just kind of splintering off with every shot. What is the saving throw for the walloping ammo?
Yes.
Yeah. A 10. It's 10.
Strength, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a success.
Come on.
Okay. All right. He's like, shit. What is this thing? All right. That action. He hasn't taken any damage. So all right. That is. Yeah. That's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Does he have to roll 2 times, like for each shot?
Actually, yes, he does.
Yeah,
because it's 2
both
shots.
Okay. Same roll, so it's a success.
Damn.
Okay. End of turn.
He barely succeeded, though. I'll tell you that.
I'm up.
Isaiah.
I'm done.
A near wallop.
A near wallop.
Near wallop.
Reminds me of Cuphead for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a very like jaunty term. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you wanna go wallop 'em?
Yeah.
Wow.
What up, see?
So, as the blue light fades and the steel and silver falls to the ground, Isaiah is fucking pissed and runs straight at this thing. Over Ook, and he heard red, so he's gonna try and see if he can bend this thing's knees backwards.
Well, you have like 2 hit points.
Something like that. We're all doing great.
22
22, that hits.
or 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
Inspiration heals, right?
Yes, correct. So whatever you rolled on the D8 is what you heal.
Oh, think that'll do it, but I'm gonna add inspiration just in case and to heal up a bit. Alright, so that's 6 on your die. Thank you so much.
Tasty
Egg, for
cookie.
existing.
Tasty cookie.
So that's a total of the 15 and 7 is 22. For the second hit, only 6 damage though.
6 damage.
And bullshot. He's lost a lot of intent and focus, and he's just wailing away, trying to smash this thing's knees and bring it down to the ground without killing it because this time somebody asked him to.
You see, with every hit, it kind of like tries to stomp and move out of your way as you're like wailing into the side of its calf and its knees. Anything else?
That's everything I can do.
Calder, Ren, you're up next.
Sorry, Red. I'm going in.
Ah.
I'll avoid center mass. I'll go for. It's got a big ass head. I'll go for that. What was that? 22 to hit.
That hits.
Great. We're gonna do another second level smite.
Drop the bombs, Calder. What I'd like to see.
Someone's got to. Oh, piss
like a-
poor roll.
Never
though.
mind, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Make it.
Aw.
I'm just gonna make it.
Never mind. Nah, I can't make it.
Make it. Come on.
It's not appropriate.
Oh, because we're
Gordon,
so
Gordon,
proper.
quick, mute the
along
stream.
the lines of.
Yeah, I'll turn the stream off for a sec. Say it, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, just mute the stream.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Fuck you, for starters.
First of all,
Three points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
16 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Did you roll Hunter's Mark? Is it still up?
I rolled. Hunter's Mark is in the slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
It was just a real bad roll.
Just
And then
making
I'm gonna swipe again. 25 to hit.
That hits.
This one's just gonna be standard. 13 points of slashing damage.
With every swing that Calder connects with, you guys hear well. There's this woman that's inside of this thing's chest cavity, just is screaming out in pain. Doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter where Calder strikes. No matter where he hits with this flaming sword of his, causes her pain as well. Ren.
alrighty. I'm gonna scoot forward, toss a dagger. That one misses. Bonus dagger. Shit, that one far. 25. Okay.
That hits.
So, sneak attack. Shit. Throwing dice everywhere. Okay, good. Good. Okay. 10, 15, 19. 21, 25 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm scooting on back.
Okay. With that impact, you see Ren throw this dagger and it impacts this thing right in the side of the right to the side of the eye. See it stick it and pulls its large hands and begins to whirl, and it kind of rips the immaterial plane.
Material?
Material
Material plane.
Immaterial.
For sure.
immaterial like dagger from its eye. When it does, the green mist kind of scatters. You can see at this point there's black and like dark red ichor pouring from the woman's face out of her eyes.
Poor thing. That's a shame.
Redric.
Ah.
They're killing her, Redric. They're killing her. Stop them. Take your friends and leave. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Is this thing starting to look rough at all? I mean,
It already
What-
looks rough.
yeah, like more so.
It seems to be slowing down. You can see whatever it
Okay.
is, whatever's controlling its like motion. It seems to be slowing down. Even its reactions to try to swipe the majority of you away with every attack seems to be slower.
Okay.
And it also seems to be holding its chest, where the body of this woman is kind of held. Every time, more and more damage it gets, it kind of like puts its hands up against, tries to almost like guard it. What's your saving throw?
+4.
It's a 19.
It's a success. You can do what you wish.
So he's there, standing in the doorway, and the mist comes out, and he sees everyone coughing and bleeding, like fighting for his life, and he's like looking around, taking in the scene, and he'll kind of just like stop and like look at the face, Lestar's face, and the thing for a second, and just like he's gonna just like whisper, basically like, "I'm sorry," and he'll go into a rage. And the claws come back out after that like after that moment of stunned silence, and he'll try and take this thing down.
Someone needs to do it for him.
His-
Gotta get him hyped up for his rages.
His rage is pretty calm now. It's more of like a self-control thing than a rage at this point. An intensity, one might say. But yeah, I'll go into a rage and start swiping at this thing. Alright. It's gonna be a... What is that to hit? 24. To...
That hits.
All right, for 8 damage.
Okay.
All slashing, by the way. Second attack is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, for 7 damage. And
How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't want this. I was like, please don't die.
Just in time.
He has that whole scene where he says I'm sorry, and then he's gonna go up and just try and like almost like make it quick for like the lower head. He goes up and just like real quick, just like slits the throat, just like real fast, like one quick swipe, no like a real emotion or passion in it. But then the second attack, he's just gonna like reach up to this thing's head and just grab it by like under the jaw and rip it off. This like big second head at the top, and just throw it on the ground against the wall.
Barbarian.
Oh, that's the kind of rage I want. As you rip this thing's head off from its shoulders, it's easy. Like it's like the muscles and skin are barely attached to the bone. You just rip this thing's massive head, and you would have to hold it with both hands. As you do, your claws just dig into its dead skin. You just, when it kind of slams into the wall, kind of breaking some of the boards, and sending this ichor just kind of. And it's all quiet.
I'm just gonna turn away and like not look at it for a sec and like calm myself down. Everything that was
Calder will look over to you, still like wings out, inky black pools over the eyes. Is the girl ready to go?
I don't know. I think so. Let me check. He's gonna walk by, just like purposely not looking at the body, and just real slowly open the door and peek in. Is she still just cowering in that corner?
Yep. Not even looking.
All right. I guess I'll close it and walk over to her, and just like hopefully she's holding the pillows to her ears, like I was trying to get her to do earlier, and I'll just like put my hands on her hands and just like wait till she looks up at me, and just say like, whatever that thing was, it's gone, but we need to get out of here. You're just gonna have to trust me. Hold those pillows as tight as you can. We need to go. There's nothing left here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Can I
With advantage.
cast Cure Wounds on Isaiah real quick?
Sure.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. So third level on Isaiah, signature dish on Calder.
Anybody else
I'll
want to do
message
anything?
the HP.
Redric runs into the room.
Ren's gonna walk up. Go ahead.
I got a 3 on that persuasion
Oh,
check.
wow.
Even with advantage?
With advantage?
Yes, I rolled 2 5s and I have a -2.
Okay.
Oh god.
You see her look up at you. Her eyes kind of in disbelief. She's still shaking, coloring. She drops the pillow and goes and disappears for a brief moment into this white mist.
Fuck.
And then you hear something land on the other side of the room. She kind of lands with a thud. You see her slowly trying to get up on. Good.
I was gonna just try to intimidate her. I was gonna say if she pops up on the other side of the room looking towards the door, she'll see Calder standing there again, still like necrotic shroud up, and he'll look at her and just point to Redric. Take his hand and move.
Is it really you?
Looking at me?
Mhm.
Is that in my head or out loud?
It's out loud.
It really is. Now come on. We gotta go. Please.
She shakes her head briefly.
Alright. And like nodding yes or no.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said yes.
She's like,
okay.
You see the ears that were wrapped around her head tightly, kind of like this pink inner fur with the white that kind of surrounds it, and then It's these long, like brown. It kind of contrasts with her complete white hair. It almost looks like a large rabbit ears that kind of stick it straight up, but almost in a way a fox's would if it was trying to hear something. At this point, whenever she's ready to move, they seem to stick straight up into the air.
Hold those pillows tight, and if you need anything, let me know. All right.
While that happened, Rin walked up to Castus, still looking pretty fucked up, and just says, or to Dor, and says, "Can you still do that healing stuff, or did that like go away when you know, became like this?"
I don't say a word. I just touch her, and I will use my healing hands.
Okay.
That is 3d4. Not great. 8 points.
A lot better than nothing. She's just gonna take a deep breath, like sigh a little bit in relief, and just say, "So part of you is in there."
He didn't say anything. He just kind of looks. He's kind of looking at the thing that's on the ground.
Isaiah, do you still look like shit?
Always.
I mean,
Rude.
So quick.
but during that entire conversation, Isaiah put down his hammer and his shield, took off his gloves, and he's just been sitting at Ook with what looks sort of like force lightning coruscating around his hands and pouring it into him to get a little something back
Yep.
from him.
And
And he's actually doing pretty good.
oh,
Worry
really?
about you and Ren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What is it? I
Got a bunch of healing.
Yeah. I did a level 3 cure wounds. Rolled 2 8s, total 25 HP. So
Very nice.
So, Egg and Ren, how are you looking?
I'm still
peachy.
a little rough.
Egg is peachy, and it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
so it's just me
don't
and you
worry
that are
about
kind
me.
of fucked up. Okay, I'll walk over to Ren then, and again, still looking crazy as fuck. I'll just reach out a hand.
Take
Take
it.
it. I'll dump. I don't know how hurt you are, but
I'm
we'll
pretty
say
hurt.
pretty hurt.
I'm pretty hurt.
How's 15 points lay on hands strike you?
That feels great. That feels
Okay.
real great.
I'll do that. And as you feel like as you feel the warmth of the healing going into your hand, the necrotic shroud will kind of dissipate and the eyes clear away. And then I'll touch myself with the other hand and use healing hands.
You're doing a lot of touching tonight, man.
Hey, I'm a
Getting all
touchy-feely guy
touchy-feely,
right now. I've been through a lot.
We've already done all this. And she's just going to go ahead and throw up some mental connections. She's going to throw one to Calder, to Red, and then also to the new girl, because Red did the whole thing with like be quiet, and I could like see her like, at least before I ran away, I could see her like shuddering from noise. That only lasts an hour, but we got him. And then just going to say out loud, sewers. Don't know how far that outward is.
Probably should go. I'm sure attracted even more attention. If there's any more.
Is there anyone else? Does she know?
I'll look towards Avery as he says that.
She briefly shakes her head no.
No. Let's go.
Nose a go.
Run on
So,
downstairs.
Who is leading the party? What is the marching order at this point? As you head downstairs.
Out of the building.
Right before we get to the top of the staircase, Redric will pause and kind of look back at the thing on the floor, and finally like looking at it for the first time since he took it down, and he'll just step back from the group for a second and pull out that notebook that he had pressed a black flower into, and open it up and just take the flower out and just kind of like lay it, I guess, on the chest of it, and just like one last one for your collection.
Oh,
And kind of turn around and head downstairs.
buddy. No.
Okay. Who is leading the party? I need a marching order at the very moment.
I will.
Okay.
Sure.
In the back.
Coulter.
I'll also be towards the back.
Okay.
As we
Then-
start moving to, I'm gonna Isaiah, can we circumvent that area that we were in the sewers with the group, kind of get back around to the front door from the sewers? Or do we
Can
have to
we?
go topside?
You would assume, but if they have a magical protection on one, they may have it on another. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to enter
yeah,
from
no.
the sewers, but I want to
Yes,
get
yes.
back to the front door, like
Yeah,
without
and you-
having to go
Or
above ground. the whole
Least
way.
away from
Yeah.
this area.
And you described it as sort of like a wheel with spokes going out. Do those spokes interconnect outside of the central area?
There would be some sort of connection that you'd be able to find your way back easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, we can get where we need to go.
All right.
Um,
Back where we came.
We
up.
might have to go up top, but minimal.
You can definitely cut your travel time, like away from the top side. Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to go back to them right now?
I think so. It's the safest place we have to lie low, and they said they wanted to talk. It'll be a safe place for her. And I looked to the girl.
Okay. Let's make sure we can get to that grate though. And I'll start looking out as we walk down the stairs outside the door.
Calder, you leading the pack, and Isaiah close on your heels. Whenever you come around down the stairs and make a quick left to the landing, you can see the main entryway below you. You see the chandelier kind of parallel to where you're standing. You see the door had been kicked in by Redric and laying in the center of the room. You see shadows moving from outside, and then something crawls in, kind of stands up. One of the dead. Two more follow behind it. I need everybody to make me stealth checks.
Okay.
This is gonna go great.
Okay.
Still got inspiration. Don't be afraid to use it.
I don't have any.
Good. Ooh, that's okay. Good. Woo. Love advantage on stealth.
That's terrible, isn't it? That's gonna be real bad.
It's real bad.
You called her that again.
Calder feels a warmth in his pocket. What, do you think that helped?
Too late.
Hans,
Look
no.
at Isaiah.
16 and 16.
Okay. Redric?
Didn't roll too great. I got an 11.
Okay.
21.
A base
You
boost
sounded-
of 21.
Yeah, you sounded blown out
Yeah.
for a sec there, bud.
Yeah.
My goodness, recorded our ears.
I think you might have switched to your laptop
21.
mic or something.
Oh, great. Okay.
Webcam mic.
21.
You still buzzing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, egg ball.
14.
Okay.
Ren, you first.
24.
Okay.
Where do I see this thing from? Like, what is my relation to
You
it?
are on a landing at the curvature of a staircase. As you're looking
Great.
down, you're kind
About how far away is it?
From you? Probably 20 feet downward. Like you're looking down at this thing, and the two others kind of follow behind it.
Okay.
What's your
Well.
stealth check, Calder?
It's a natural one.
Okay.
God damn it, Calder.
I was like- can I
You get no warmth in your
can
pocket. I take
can
that
I
back.
flavor that? Can I flavor that at all?
Sure.
Again.
But here's the thing: as a group, you passed. You were one.
Oh, okay.
Four.
Then I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Okay. Before you flavor anything.
Oh yeah, I was gonna flavor the shit out of
Keep seasoning to yourself.
You stop. Isaiah puts his hand up and everyone stops. Isaiah, from the crack of the window where you stop, right before Calder sees what he sees, you look out at the courtyard, and it is flooded with these bodies. The whole entire courtyard and the gate and the fence has been, you don't even see it with the amount of bodies. Hundreds and hundreds just standing and crawling over one another, and some seem to be aimlessly looking at the sky, others at the ground and walking and bumping into one another.
Pat Calder on the shoulder, look back at everybody else, and point back up the stairs.
Okay.
Creep on back up.
away.
Yes, slowly creep up the stairs.
From when we were outside earlier, is the rear yard of the property separate from the front? Is there like a fence or a gate that may or may not have kept them?
You didn't really see the back of the house. You came out of the sewer, the manhole, kind of at the front of the building. So you could try to attempt to find somewhere to be able to go look.
Red is going to hear in his head, is there a backyard? Is there another way out?
I'll respond. There's a back door, but if the courtyard looks like that, I don't think there's any getting to the sewers.
Not that way, but like a backyard, or I don't know, maybe we just hide in here.
Redric, you know that the building actually sits pretty flush with another building. It doesn't, not exactly.
Okay.
There's a good like 5 or 6 feet between the next building. So there's like a small alleyway that sits behind it, and the courtyard kind of spans out for the front before the gate
Gotcha.
was formed.
Gotcha. Not much of a backyard. Pretty much just an alley.
Might be clear. Can't go that way anyway.
As we get up to the second floor, Isaiah will try and group everybody together so we can talk quietly and just be like, so flooded. Probably not going out the front. How tall is the building next door, Red? Could we stay up there and move?
DM.
So the building itself, I mean, the one that you stand in is probably a good 13 feet high, maybe a little bit higher. The other one stands just taller than that, probably, another 2 or 3 feet.
So they're about the same height.
Yep.
So if we could get onto the roof, we could probably go roof to roof.
How far away? Like, what's the gap
6 feet.
between buildings?
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's a city. So, thankfully.
About the same height. I mean, if you think about jumping roof to roof, it could be possible. Getting onto the roof here ain't easy though.
Even if we can just get to the nearest manhole cover somewhere else to get down below.
If we could get a block, 2 blocks away, we could at least get some distance between us.
Being the quietest, Ren is just kind of hovering closer to the stairs than anyone else, and she's watching the dead from a crouched position, just making sure none of them notice.
Okay. They seem to just be perusing in and out. Every so often you see them one jolt in and kind of scurry around a bit before it darts back out. Just like that small little branch that would break off from the horde and kind of scurry its way back.
Yeah.
Slowly and surely, though, you do see the mass kind of getting closer and closer to the door, just as the horde shifts and moves. It seems to, get closer at times and farther away.
Well, there's one way onto the roof, but it's not easy. It's a climb.
Somebody
What we
climb the
got?
rope, help everybody behind him.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys are climbing out the backside of the house.
Guess so.
So you travel down the hallway. And to get to one of the nearest windows up here, you're going to have to pick one of the locks that are locking one of the rooms.
Okay. Do we want to do it from the second floor, or do we want to do it from the floor?
Higher up's definitely better. We gotta
That's what I
climb.
would think.
Yeah. All right, let's go up.
The attic is also locked. You walk up a small set of stairs. It's literally single file. So you guys are all kind of lined up in this line as Ren leads the pack. It is still locked.
Okay. I will try to pick it.
Hand on
I-
your shoulder from behind, guidance.
Thank
Can I help
you
from
sure?
behind?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Isaiah,
touch me, you're gonna hear in your head, no.
Yeah, like the hand goes on your shoulder, you say no, and the grip just tightens a little bit. You look back, and my eyes are like,
But
I give you a mom stare for a second, which is odd coming from a 19-year-old. And then sorry,
Isaiah
Ethan.
will make his way up to Ren and help because he's also pretty good with locks and sort of
Okay.
help guide.
So advantage.
Sure.
DM?
That easy. You just ask me.
try to bend.
Thank you. It doesn't matter. Nat 20.
Nice.
And with that, it's just one little turn of the lockpick. Ting. You already did the one downstairs, so you were very used to it. You quietly slide the lock out of the chain. And with the help of Isaiah, you guys quietly remove it, fold up the chain, and set it on the ground next to the door before you... Or in
Yeah,
your
buddy.
Duke's bag. You have about 6 foot of steel chain.
Nice.
And a lock, yeah.
I should probably
lot.
clarify for visual purposes. As far as I told Evan, at least Avery is like 16 years old. She's not like a child, but
Correct.
she's like a
She's
yeah.
a teen.
Still very
She's
young.
still-
Yeah, still
she's
young.
Still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Her visage is small like a child.
Mhm.
She isn't tall or lanky. She is short, about 5'5", 5'4".
Still
Long
taller
white,
than Ren.
There you go. Long white hair, these bulging black eyes that are way too big for her face. Different than what you remember her being like a long time ago, Redric.
Mhm.
The eyes don't seem the same. It seems like the iris just kind of covered the rest of her eye. The long ears have definitely changed color and seem more mature in some way. The taller and a darker color. The pink in the white is in the inside. But other than that,
She put off by me at all?
she's put off by all of you. She sticks close to Redric and kind of holds on to him and buries her face into him. She seems
Definitely
very
closing.
fearful and skittish.
Definitely closing the attic door behind us. Just want to throw that out there.
As soon as you open the attic door, you all get hit in the face with a stench unimaginable of pure rot, decay, and death. You open the door and it almost doesn't open. You kind of have to, it opens with a crack and then you have to push it open with this sticky, wet sound. You hear it.
Gross.
And this room is coated in this slime that reeks like death. And without light here, you can't really see the color or what it would look like. But to you guys, it just looks like this 2.5-inch to 3-inch thick coating of this sticky ichor all over the floor here.
Nope. Don't like it.
Sticky ichor.
Nope.
On the ceilings and walls, you can actually see it reaching down from the ceilings and kind of forming onto the wall in these thin strands that kind of go from ceiling to a floor and crisscross. It almost looks like a web of ichor.
Real gross. I'll start leading the way upstairs and just kind of use my shield to try to clear a path through the
And
nasty.
as you do, your feet just get stuck in this ichor and you begin to slap away this slime slowly, but it does take some time. You have to be slow moving here, and it's just disgusting. You're careful enough to lead your party away from the massive hole that you can see some of the slime now is dripping down into the center of the floor. On the opposite side of the room, and there's really nothing in this attic. It seems to be empty. So how this thing even got in here, who knows? There's no there are some odds and ends in storage and old furniture and things of that nature. But other than that, it is like this cocoon of slime and ichor. And you begin to see light pouring in through one of the windows on the opposite end, kind of shining the light. When the light shines through the window, it shines on the ooze, and it gives it this purple and red look. It looks like the innards of some sort of beast. The window itself is only about 3 feet tall, like a normal window pane, and about 3 feet in width. It's not broken or smashed. The one in the back of the building is still intact.
These the dormer windows that come out from a pitched roof, or
Yeah, so if you would enter the attic, you're actually kind of looking at the side of the building when you go to the top of the stairs. To your left is the front, and it does have a small porthole window that's about, I don't know, a foot and a half in width. It kind of looks down over the courtyard. The other one is on the opposite side, which is the regular window.
How does this one open?
The
Or
one
does
that,
it?
well, you have to get closer and look.
Yeah.
And as you lead your party to it, it has a small crank that is attached to the wall that you would slowly crank to open it.
I'll kind of point to that and whatever mechanisms and look at Isaiah. You have any oil or anything? Make sure it's quiet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm like,
nothing. Actually, hold on. Ooh.
As all of you wade through this stuff too, it's hard to keep your anything that you had in your stomach down. It is rotten in here, and the heat and the stuffiness is only making it worse for a lot of you.
I have a tinder box which says that the tinder is usually a dry cloth soaked in a light oil. Would that be enough oil to rub on the mechanism?
Yeah, and it's already coated in this ichor as well. So
gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isaiah'll just be like, maybe we don't try and open it. And he's gonna see if the crank windows, or well, casement windows aren't usually great at this, but is the window built such that he could just remove the panes with a couple of minutes and his tools?
you could always try.
That seems like it has the potential to be louder.
Yes,
The
but
glass
then we would
slips out of his
also
hand.
all but then we would also all fit. Most crank windows don't open.
I am going to keep towards the stairs, keeping the ear out, see if I hear any movement coming from the other side of the door.
Perception check.
That's not bad. That's actually a decent perception for once. As a 15.
At this moment, you don't hear anything. Just the stench, even for you, is rotten.
Okay. Well then, with Ren being the Dexy one, she'll go to Isaiah and be like, "Okay, I'm your assistant. What are we doing?"
All right. This is gonna get gross.
Yeah, it's already gross.
He's gonna have you start wiping down some of the mechanism window with this ichor, which does it feel greasy or does it? No, it's sticky. It's not greasy. So he'll actually probably just go straight for it.
It does have an oily texture to the stickiness, though. It's like if you would go into somebody's innards. That sticky.
Delightful.
He's actually just gonna take out his water bottle and a vial of dust and mix the water into the vial and start painting the acid around the mechanisms of the window
Huh.
to eat out some of the bits.
And when he does that, he adds the acid, the dried acid to the water. It begins to give a light sizzle, and the smell worsens. I need everyone in the room to give me a Constitution saving throw at this point.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Even me.
Plus
Yeah.
4, everybody. Plus 4.
All right.
Well, actually, Dornan, it's your choice. Are you breathing at the moment?
After I think the first thing I get hit to something, I'll be like, yeah. That's DM's permission. Do I get to bypass this because I choose not to breathe?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yay! I choose not to breathe.
19.
Ew.
19?
Yes.
Eggball, you look like you failed.
My lunch is all out in the slop.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Not
Anyone
one.
else throwing up here?
I got a 15.
You're fine.
21.
Isaiah.
I mean, Calder's right there, right?
Plus
Yeah,
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
Okay, I got a 13.
that's enough. So only Eggball is the one that backs up and just lays his lunch into the Zicker. It does do.
Quietly as he can.
It does help. It definitely loosens it up, and you can see it beginning to slowly eat at the metal. It's just not enough acid to completely make its way the entire way through.
All right, and then I'll start picking out tools and try and.
Give me a tinkering
he-
check. This is dexterity based.
Can you have advantage because I'm helping him?
Sure.
Thank you.
The generosity.
So
It's near
You're so
magnificent.
generous and magnificent.
It is near Christmas. It's Christmas time.
I've been thinking about how we would get out of this house since we heard that the first,
Dragging sound.
the first roar,
Oh.
which
I
boosts
love this artificer
that
ability, I really do.
4 up
Oh, yeah.
by 3 to 7 plus
Disadvantage?
yeah.
Total?
No. The
Wow.
4 goes to 3 with Flash of Genius plus 6 is 13 plus my dex of 0.
So 13.
Yeah.
Even a little bit.
Oh.
Still listening at the door, waiting for things something to pop out.
You take a small screwdriver and you begin to remove the screws from the looser parts of where the acid had melted the metal. You pop both of them out. In the window. You and Ren both are holding it. It kind of like almost falls before you guys have to pull it back in. At that point, you see the acid has cut through the metal where the hinges were actually connecting the window, and they fall.
Oh, wait, are they falling out?
Ting, ting, ting. Yeah, they fall down the side of the building and ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
You all look down. Well, I guess Ren and Isaiah, and you notice that the alley below you is also filled. You see them all looking around confused at whatever just happened, and they begin to fuss and move.
I'll get my rope over one shoulder. I'm a pretty good climber. I'll go first.
Hold on.
Let me know.
This is my first time climbing this. There's a weird handhold halfway up. Someone just Avery, this is Ren. She can also talk in heads.
I'll say hi in her head.
You see her wince. You kind of pull in tighter to you, Redric.
And I need you to let me go for just a second here. I'll be right back, I promise.
She holds you tighter.
Stay with her, Rin.
Alright. Just watch the third window. I'm telling you.
All right. I'll go out and kind of look and see, get an idea what my best path is, and climb up.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Which die?
What's
While
While this is
Screw
going on,
They've all been betraying me tonight.
Isaiah is going to stay right next to the window while we're doing this and keeping as much as he can an eye on the things below.
Okay, you see Calder climb out the window, and he's kind of standing on the ledge, and you see him.
11.
Oof. So to the roof, you see him jump up. You see his feet slowly disappear above the window. You get to the top. Shit. One of the shingles rips off, and you begin to.
Can I? It's a bonus action. I don't know if do I have
Dexterity
time?
saving throw. Unless you
Okay.
have something. It had to be a reaction because this is happening fast.
Right. Wait, I have. Hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
I have
It's that
advantage.
third window. Whenever you put your foot on it, it slips, and you.
you said. You said.
I tried to warn him.
Single breaks.
Ah.
And you begin to fall.
20.
Not before the other hand.
I'll just strong man pull up with the one arm to get the other grip on, and
The rest of you just see a rope fall down and kind of hanging off of Calder's shoulder before it. Calder, you pull yourself up. You're on a slanted roof. It does come down at like a slight slant. You kind of sit your back. You begin to lower the rope.
I will wrap it around my forearm a couple times, grab it with both hands, and brace.
I'll go. Once the rope is available.
It is available. You see it slowly
It is available.
here in the window.
All right, I'll look at Isaiah, just give him a nod, and start climbing.
Athletics check, this time with advantage.
Oh my god, we play this game for fun, guys. Okay, decent.
It's fun.
Okay, both decent. Do I have any athletics? I do not. Okay, 17.
17. Easy enough. Ren, as Calder kind of pulls you up, it's barely even a climb as you just hold on. He kind of yanks you up, onto the roof.
I like being tiny sometimes.
Stealth check because you said that so loud that all the zombies
I
are now.
did not.
She fought it. She
Ren
fought
didn't
it.
say shit.
Who's next?
I got a plan. So, Red,
All right.
Dornan, somebody.
I'll bring Avery over to the window and just be like, "Oh, this is a lot, but listen, we don't have a lot of choices. If there was any other way, I wouldn't make you, but." And I'll kind of like push her off me a little bit and try and get her to go towards the window.
She listens to you and she pulls away for a brief moment, kind of understanding.
I promise you can trust them. They're good people.
And she kind of just gives you two brief nods before she grabs the rope. Begins.
Should you give her a piggyback ride, maybe?
She's small
her
enough
with
we
you?
could have is she small enough we could have tied the rope around her and just have Calder pull her up?
You could have, but
Many options.
he's listening to Redric.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Advantage.
She climbs up. You see her kind of swing back and forth before and lands sort of in this sitting position, with her hands kind of in between her knees in like this crouched position. She kind of bounces there, not really looking at both of you, and she seems to be anxious, just bouncing.
Ren
go
is going to be laying like flat on her stomach next to the rope, like just in a position to try to grab anybody, should it be needed, for as much good as that'll do. With her 10 strength.
So strong.
Beefy.
strong!
Red, you're up.
It's like the muscle just goes.
Yep.
"Where?"
I'm definitely going next.
No, that's Dornan.
Yeah, true. Who's up?
Me.
Athletics check.
All right, advantage with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. 21.
Easy enough. With about 2 or 3 quick strides, you're up. You land. You see Avery kind of bouncing next to you, and as soon as you land, she kind of scurries next to you, buries her head in your chest.
All right, good job, good job. And I'll pull us like up the roof a little bit.
Who's next?
Dornan motions for Eggball to go.
Okay. Now I guess I'll head up.
You do not get it. You do not get advantage.
I
Why
don't.
for?
You're too big of a human being. Just
Oh
roll
yeah,
straight.
but I mean, but I'm also a big human being. I have longer reach. I feel like doesn't that equal out?
Athletics check.
All right.
He's got a rope.
Still not easy to climb a
oh.
vertical surface with a rope.
Yeah.
Being that
Yeah.
big.
That's 17 total. You said athletics, right? 17.
That's enough. Calder, as soon as Eggval begins to climb, he tugs in the rope and you go. You begin to slide towards it before you are able to plant yourself.
Yeah, kind of
2 feet.
lean back a little more.
I probably would like use a little bit more of actually climbing on the building if I feel a little give.
You won't go far. I just like lean back more to compensate.
Call it.
I end up just pulling him
Eggs is
down.
holding
and
onto the side of the building. Calder
Keep falling down.
That would have been great. Anyway, Eggball, you eventually clamber up next to everybody.
Okay. I am going to stay close to the edge in case of accidents.
He just kind of just gives the door. He gives the door one last listen to before he heads over to the window.
Perception check.
And all right, that is a 14.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. He'll holster the pistol, head out the window, and scramble his little butt up.
Athletics check.
Oh, this is gonna be so. Do I have advantage on this?
You do.
Okay. Oh, that's actually good. Oh, I rolled 2 18s, which comes to be a 17.
17. Still good enough. Quickly from side to side, you bounce your way up the side of the building with Calder's help. Last
Nice.
but not least, Isaiah Nuke.
When we were running from the horde,
I love how Isaiah always has this like idea.
He's always got
Yeah.
shit going on.
Yeah, he's always got like this idea.
believe me, if I could turn it off, I would do so more often.
Do you remember when session 3, whenever we attempted to climb a
so-
tree?
So when
was
we were
bad.
running away from the horde, when we first got to the city, and Isaiah was pretty darn close to him, and Ook was keeping pace. Did they do anything to Ook? Did they seem to notice him at all?
It was kind of too hard to tell. They were scratching at him just as much as they were at you because they were just like upon you. You know what I mean? You were too worried about your own life.
Must have done this before. All right. Isaiah's gonna tie the bottom of the rope around Ook, and then try and climb up.
Athletics check.
He's got something. He's been holding on to something for a little while, ready to cast it just in case, but not a reaction, so I don't know if we'll get it off. Oh, yeah. 17 and 6 is 23.
23, easy enough. And it's actually Ook who's the one that does the majority of the climbing. Whenever you guys climb out of the window, you see him kind of hop onto the side of the building and just grip. You can see his fingers kind of grip into the side of the building, and he just, with one hand, grabs you by the scruff and begins to before he gets to the top. And pulls
This
you
is
both
why you
over.
make
Like
an
a
8.
kitten.
Or an 8. Yes.
You are all now on the roof.
How
What's the plan?
full
Which way?
is the courtyard?
Good question.
Pat.
The courtyard is completely packed, but the courtyard's not massive, right? The courtyard is probably about 100 feet in length itself, and it is completely flooded. It's just beyond the courtyard. There's probably about another 50 or so bodies that kind of go out into the street. Just beyond it, you see a manhole. The horde itself is not completely surrounding the manhole where you came in, but it's on the street. The horde's kind of pressed up right up against the building, so you do have some space. And we are gonna go take our break at this point, as you see this horde.
Ooh, looking out over a city we
Ah.
can't walk through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Time for a break. All right, catch you
Home
guys in a
sweet
bit.
home.
And we are back.
Wow.
Back at it again. Okay, that was good. I like that one.
You guys find yourselves on top of the
welcome back.
roof of the eerie orphanage here. Looking out at the front courtyard, Dornan, you saw that the horde is about it amassed through the entire courtyard, but into the street where you had exited the manhole, you can actually see it is probably the closest undead body that's to the manhole is probably a good 5-10 feet away from it, but it's visible to all of you from here.
Turning around, how does the building next door look?
Intact, abandoned, and broken. It's not as round as the manor is, the orphanage is. It does have like a peaked roof, but it seems intact. It seems to be a living space for multiple people. Large apartment building.
You said it's only like 6 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like the base of that one is all surrounded by plague touched?
Not really. This seems to be your building specifically. In specific, not specifically.
Go across and then up and over. Then the other side.
Good work.
I think we can get everyone over. I think that would be the best choice.
Is there a manhole cover over there? I mean,
We need to get away from these, and then we could find another entrance. They're not that far apart, and if we're quiet, then if they're distracted here, I could find us another way in. Or Ren could. She's better at looking at things than I am, but still.
One of us, between the two of us.
I mean,
Alright.
crazy thought, but could anyone leave something behind here that makes noise? I don't have anything, but
Not without magic.
I mean, if we want to draw them here away from where we're going anyway.
That could also stand a chance of throwing him into a frenzy. I don't know if we
Or-
want any more notice than we already have.
Right.
Also, they might look as soon as it happens, if they can sense it, and see us. So if we then move over to the next, they might see us move, follow.
Let's just try to keep it quiet.
Agreed.
So what is the plan? Are you trying to head towards that manhole that you came out of, or a different one?
I think a different one. We're gonna like go
Yeah.
over. Sounds like we're gonna go over to the other building, and then either look for a way down over there, or maybe even go to another building if there's one close enough, just to get some distance.
Just to kind of
from the
give
horde.
you a general sense of direction. If you would enter that manhole that you guys exited from, it's straight shot walk in the sewers is 20 minutes to get back to where you had left the refugee camp in the sewers. If you'd walk the streets, if there wasn't a horde of zombies awaiting your death, waiting to kill you, it would take about the same amount of time. On the rooftop, if you did a straight line to where the inn is, where you had entered the secret passage, it's still about a 20-minute walk. But if you're on the rooftop, it'll be a lot harder. Not every building is only 6 feet.
Yeah, we don't want to go all the way above ground. We just want to get distance from the horde and then look for like the next nearest manhole cover.
Okay. So Isaiah, I want you to make me a survival check, just so you can get your general sense of direction here.
I have, with my urchin background, I've got a map of Erebar. Can I like pull that out and give him advantage?
Sure. Absolutely.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That might be my background too.
I know it's yours.
Shut up.
That's mine. Yeah, it's mine too.
Really?
Seriously,
Seriously.
why do you fail when I give you advantage? I give you advantage twice. You squander it twice. Why?
You're the freaking worst, man.
Okay, so let's see. The higher one was -1 is a total of 3. But that's for
You know how to read a map?
that's for survival. Could I argue that this is history? I'm trying to recall information about the nearest other sewer
Not
system.
really. No, that's recalling historical information, my friend.
This is my history, my personal
It
history.
would still be survival check, man.
Nah.
Trying to make your way through a city from the top of a roof by reading a map. I'll let you roll, Ren.
Okay.
I
With
roll
I-
disadvantage. With disadvantage.
Well, okay. I
Okay,
would
here we
argue
go
I
with the
wrote-
argument.
I
You know
wrote
what?
into my backstory. I spent a lot of time on the roof. So can it be just a straight roll?
Great roll.
Thank you.
I rolled a die. No matter what your argument was, it was either pass or fail when I rolled.
I roleplayed that I've been on
tired of
this
these-
roof
I'm
before.
tired of these arguments. I've gave you too many blessings tonight. advantage?
So it's
Sure.
survival.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. I am gracious. It's not that hard.
So magnanimous.
It's not that hard with 4 of you being here and 1 of you actually working in the sewers to collectively put your urgent minds together to figure out where the nearest man. Okay, you're still an urchin. You're literally wearing a collar of a bird
Currently an urchin.
turtleneck. You're an urchin, man. Different kind of urchin.
No, he's got new clothes now. Well, he's got new to him clothes. Now.
Yeah.
Still pretty
I
shitty.
still put the collar
Still
back
wearing
on.
the collar.
Okay. It's not too far away. It's about 2 city
Okay.
blocks in a southern direction.
Southern.
Yeah, a southern direction. Which is kind of heading deeper into the living quarter here. So for expediency's sake, are you guys going to try to make your way on the rooftop the entire way?
I don't think the whole way, unless
No,
that's
we're-
the.
I think we'll probably find the first place we can come down where there's no
Okay.
plague touched,
Yeah.
where
Okay.
it looks clear,
Okay.
because not all
Yes.
of us are good at roofs.
Yeah, so
Going
maybe
for
like
the
1 or 2 roofs, and then if it's clear, we'll just get down.
Lower the rope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
checks are going to be required here.
Okay.
Stealth check. And another athletics check. Just for the getting from rooftop to rooftop, jumping across and climbing down the rope.
This
Okay.
could be bad.
No.
Nat
those two
20
screwed
for
me.
stealth. So that's
Very
a 26
good.
for me for stealth.
Just roll 1 at a time, unless you can remember both your numbers.
30,
I'm not
20
gonna
for
do that.
stealth.
Are we doing stealth first? Everyone's stealth first.
Yes.
Okay, I got a 20.
Okay. Isaiah and Nuke for stealth.
Zay got a 6, Ook got a 19.
Ooh, wow.
He's good at climbing. Ekval.
It's a 16. 16.
Hey.
Ooh,
Quietly.
3.
Nice.
God
Except for
damn it,
Calder.
Calder.
I think they probably made up for me though if it's a group check.
They did.
That was a nat 20 for mine, so.
Yeah.
And the athletics checks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indubitably.
Oh, that is middling.
Does the rope with using like the rope system does that give?
I was gonna
wider
say
ones
if it's not a
advantage?
big if it's not a big
No
jump,
advantage. No
Okay.
advantage.
if it's not a big jump,
The
just, I
rope's
gotta
not going to help you jumping horizontally. If you were climbing up and down things,
yeah.
maybe.
If it's not a big jump, I got a 21, so I'll say Calder will go first, and then like on the edge, like reach out a hand just in case anybody falters and there hops over.
Egg and Ook.
Danuk?
That's what I meant.
um,
I'm tired.
yeah, that's fair. Isaiah, Ook got 17,
Okay.
which is pretty good. Yeah, that's
the other
that's
one?
the good one.
And Calder's readying himself to help.
It's like, come on.
It's an 8.
I did say.
Redric.
For the athletics is a 24.
Dornan.
11.
Ook. Or Eggval. What is the matter with me looking at you two and saying the wrong names?
It just looks
Big,
kind
we're
of
tall, we're
He
bald.
does
I don't
look like
know.
an Ook, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like an Ook? Like he'd be an Ook.
Eganook.
I don't know what that means.
I got a 19.
Use your imagination.
Okay.
And Ren.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
As a group, and being able to help Isaiah, who seems to be lacking the most physical ability to jump across gaps on roofs.
for it.
Calder having to catch him a couple times and pull him up, and Ook even assisting here and there. You eventually make your way close enough away from the horde without even alerting them at all, to where you can see this manhole. It sits in a very, very dark and wet alley. You throw the rope over the edge of the building that you now stand on. You begin to lower yourselves down before all of you silently and successfully make yourself to this manhole.
Nice.
I've got Avery on my back for the rooftop bits, by the way.
Once everybody else has climbed down, I'll roll up the rope, put it back in my pack, and free climb.
All right. Try to shift the manhole cover as quietly as possible.
With a brief skid, you lay it down silently. And it's dark down there.
I'll go down first as quietly as possible. With my elven eyes looking around.
What do you else?
Taking the helmet's eyes of God! Go ahead and roll the check.
The hobbits.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
It's such a cringy moment in that movie.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Rats and shit.
All clear.
That's what we like.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No.
It's probably better than that attic we left.
Yeah. It's an
I left
upgrade.
my
You all
lunch there, yeah.
silently splash into the poop.
Is there like a ladder or anything
Yeah,
like
there's
that?
yeah.
Okay, I'll go last then and replace the manhole cover above.
Okay. Encapsulating this entire space in darkness. The last into the poop.
Stop.
Into the poop.
Yeah.
Choose not to breathe.
And this is
All of a sudden, Dornan,
Lucky.
your sense of breath has to come back.
I'm
you-
back.
you
Breath and nausea.
breathe now. It's
Suddenly
crazy. You don't
kick
have
in.
it up.
When Soulless Dornan chooses not to breathe, that just means normal Dornan's soul is taking it all.
Oh.
Let's sit there and
Alright.
take it.
Nice.
Just whenever Dornan's soul is like put back in his body, all of the senses that he missed out in the entire time, it's just
Yeah.
brought back.
All at once.
Yeah.
whiplash.
So what's the plan?
Backwards. The end, yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to, because they're all blocked off underground, we'll need to come up close to that front door. They said they'd have someone watching.
Can we make a stop on the way?
Where?
Home. I want to see if it's still standing.
Is it on the
Yeah.
way or is it a detour?
Definite detour.
I mean,
Yeah,
Isaiah,
it's a
I'd like
bit-
to see if my home is still there too, but maybe we should do that after we've rested.
After we rested, there's going to be more to do. We already know Lena's got a job for us.
Or maybe the
Well,
job will take us in that direction.
She wants to talk. She didn't say it was a job, did she?
She
No,
said
she
she
said
had-
talk. I don't remember her saying she had a job.
She never said it was a job.
We have lots of other work to do. That is true. You got a manhole cover real fucking close.
Across the street. That's why I live there.
Is there anything there worth getting?
I suppose not to you.
I'm not
All right,
asking
let's
for me.
go. And he'll start walking back towards the inn.
Give me one more survival check with with advantage. And I hate giving you guys advantage tonight. As the night goes on, I hate.
It's Christmas.
It isn't. We still have one more session before the Christmas session.
Oh, he's got
Close
something
enough.
planned.
You see
Session.
these? These are Christmas lights.
That's
You know what?
much
Oh,
better.
God.
13 total.
13 total.
What?
Pretty.
Boo.
Pretty.
With the 13, you do end up taking a lot longer than you expected. You actually end up going a little too far south, where you can see one of the grates kind of eject out into the sea, begin to shine its light. How the hell did I get turned around like that? And you begin to. That was your kind of signal to show you what direction that you needed to head in. And it kind of reminded you exactly where you were. So it does take you about an hour or so before you find a manhole cover or a manhole that you think would be near, maybe, the inn. Close enough. This one, though, does have water. It trickles through the 3 holes at the top of it. Just these tiny streams of water.
I think we're about as close as we're going to get without bumping into their doors.
Okay, I'll go take a peek. Then Ren will climb up and look as silently as she can.
As you climb the ladder, the water just is streaming on top of your head, and you kind of have to struggle up the ladder a bit before you can push the manhole cover. And it's at that point whenever the water just begins to flow in and even kind of engulf you for a brief moment. And as you kind of struggle past it, as it runs down your body and flowing down into the sewer and on top of your party, you sit underneath a familiar dragon statue.
Oh, good. Come. Or well, wait. First, I'll look around.
Perception.
Come.
Come along. 15.
See a massive red dragon sitting in the center of the courtyard. No,
No.
come.
Come along.
It seems like the coast is clear. The courtyard is empty. The city is eerily silent.
The connection will be gone by now, so I'll just whisper down, we're in the courtyard, come on. And climb up as quietly as possible. And as everybody's coming behind me, I'll go ahead and go.
You cut out.
Oh, I said I'll call you all up, and then as everybody's climbing up, go ahead and quietly make my way towards the door just to get it open and ready to get us all in as quick.
You guys quickly and silently climb up the ladder and rush across the open courtyard to the door where you remember that V had led you to. Silently open it. You see a small little handle, little steel handle on the floor.
On down through the trap door.
There was sort of locking mechanism they used on
For the main door?
after we got in. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure to
Okay.
pull that for us.
It was a chain that kind of wrapped around on both sides, sort of made this big X, and then a large wooden kind of latch that fell across it.
I'm gonna throw that up and hope they're not waiting on anybody outside.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll mention it when we get down there.
Mm-hmm.
You've killed another one of them, Isaiah. How does that make you feel?
I didn't kill the first one.
I've just
As-
sucked away
Yeah, blue
5 years
collar,
of
right?
your life.
As we're heading into, I'll just lag behind a moment, looking at the statue before I catch up.
That brief. Look. Pan the Calder as he stares back.
Sound of the water behind me.
And the rest of your party's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then
Wow.
Come on.
Nice. Way to ruin it.
the thing just ignites in flame. Bursts. And then turning you into a Sith Lord. I love it.
Do it.
Do it. You all descend the wooden stairs. And it's at that moment, whenever you get about like first couple steps down, you see V, who's sitting at the bottom of the stairs. He's playing with something in the dirt. He seems to be tossing rocks at each other, kind of trying to hit other rocks into a small hole that he's dug into the ground. As he hears you open the trap door, he pulls his hood down.
Just us.
It's you. I didn't think you were coming back.
It wasn't anything.
Well, come on.
Yeah. You're not waiting for anyone, right? We locked the door behind us.
Yeah, my great grandmother. You left her out there to die.
Oh, that's a shame. She lived a good life, I'm sure.
No, no. You're the only ones, as far as I know.
Okay.
Come on. And he leads you down the long wine cellar that you guys had initially seen whenever you walked through here, to the stone wall, in which he draws that similar backwards 6 symbol and draws the flame into it, and it vanishes in a puff of white smoke and light, and then the wall dissipates.
Go on in.
After we get through, I'm gonna grab Isaiah and hang back a second.
Do
I
you
wasn't
grab
asking.
him forcefully?
I put him up against a wall.
To his eyes?
I look real close in his eyes. No.
Token's gone. There's nothing stopping him now.
Love this enemy's lover's arc.
Your fanny pack looks so good in this light.
Yes.
Keep going, come on, keep going.
I need the erotic.
Liam's over there like, ooh.
I don't got popcorn. That's the closest I got, man.
Popcorn.
Well,
No. Jesus Christ.
Hot.
HAWT. What? I wasn't asking for me. It wasn't whether I necessarily think it's worth going or getting or whatever. I care about more than your physical well-being. If there's something or someone there you want or you want to check on, we can go.
I have no idea what's there. I don't even know if there's there.
Well, you let me know. I'll start stepping after the group.
Whenever you fall in, you notice that the refugees here are still kind of keeping to themselves. You see Durka, who's standing in the large archway that kind of leads into the sewer system that would eventually lead to their meeting room, Lena's and Upa's meeting room. To that, V says, I'm sorry, they took your spot. We'll find you something new, though. And you look, and there's a small family two young girls who seem to be probably about 7 or 8 in age. They seem to be twins with long black hair, these braids tied into a single braid that fall down on their chest. They're also darker of skin, sort of similar to that of Rex's complexion that you remember, that and same as Abad. The family, the mom, who has a similar visage to her 2 daughters, the dark and tan complexion. She also has these marks, these dark, what look like freckles across her entire cheeks. Dark brown eyes, the same black hair that falls down into a tight knot. The father himself, though, has this massive head of curly black and gray and white on top of his head. This beard that kind of sits small and tight against his chest, so it's kind of contrasting. His hair is much wilder and unkept compared to his beard. They all kind of look at you and hurriedly begin to talk amongst themselves.
It's
So
quite
that-
all right.
It's at that notice you hear another voice. Just the people I would like to see. Now come back. I did not doubt it for a minute.
Game close.
You see Upa emerge from behind Durka and put a hand on his tall shoulder. We are glad. Maybe we can help each other with some equal opportunity.
The job.
Let's have a conversation.
Oh, Redric, is she?
Yeah, we're probably gonna stay out here. I'll get her situated. We can find a
Okay.
spare bedroll or something.
Right, we'll keep you updated.
Wow. Those are some really cool ears. You hear V say, and he kind of like goes to poker.
I wouldn't.
Okay. And he runs off past Durka and Upa.
I'll approach Upa.
Well, I just want to first say I apologize for the way I acted. We have lost many, and it was not an easy day.
I
But I
understand.
think we will find each other as equally excited to be in one another's company. I think we have found out a way that you could help us. Well, we can also help you with your current circumstances. Lena would like to talk to you about her brother. Come.
Okay.
Redric, you stay behind.
Hmm.
You eventually are led by Upa to the door where you'd once seen Lena. She, Upa opens the door, and you all follow in except for Redric. And the door closes behind you. Upa does not follow, and you hear shing, as the door is latched. Inside, you see Lena and a man. The man is in full golden bronze plate with a long blue sword, or a cloak, resembling one of the guards you had seen before, except his helm is made of pure gold and bronze, this massive blue plume, this white streak down the front of it. Ah, are these the adventurers then? They are. I think they can help us. He nods his head. And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Boo!
How?
Come on, let's chat.
An hour?
All right.
You are now locked in that room.
Well,
Yeah, that's
They're
not
not locked in there with them.
ominous
They're
at
locked in there
all.
with us.
Locked in here with us.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Got 7 bullets. I can make it work.
On the bright side, we couldn't.
Man, Randy Savage.
Before this devolves into
Bonesaw.
madness, thank you guys for watching. That is
Yeah.
episode 41. Thanks for watching. Come hang out with us. Yep. That's a noise. Come hang out with Mac and I, and whoever else decides to make an appearance on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. We're doing nights off this week.
Talking about Andor.
Yeah, definitely talking about
Not me.
Andor.
I'm out.
And then whatever else happens.
Sarah,
will
you would
happen.
love Andor.
You would like.
I haven't
Andor.
watched it though.
Shit. All right. Yeah. So yeah, come hang out with us then. We'd love to interact with you guys. Come chat about Andor and whatever else we may get up to. Who knows? Come interact with us on Discord and all of our socials. We always want to chat with you guys more. But that's all I got for tonight. So until next week's, thanks for watching, and don't forget to love each other.
Adios.
Good night.
Bye.